Song and dance, welcoming the guests. The statue of Haile Selassie, a stark reminder of the road that the continent has traveled. Since his arrival in Addis Ababa, Ethiopia, the UN Secretary General held talks with different leaders on the continent. He is confident that South Africa will continue to be committed to global peace.
We know that the Security Council has been largely paralyzed, that the relations between the three biggest powers are very dysfunctional, and so the role of countries like South Africa is absolutely essential.
A warning to South Sudan leaders who are delaying the implementation of peace agreement.
Enormous suffering. I mean, malnutrition, sexual violence, rape, extreme poverty. And I think the leaders of Sudan need to understand that they are there to serve the people. The people is suffering. So it's their moral obligation to understand that they must compromise and they must come to an agreement and they must create the conditions for peace to be stabilized in South Sudan.
On the current challenges of the outbreak of coronavirus, he has warned against the stigmatization of the countries that have experienced this outbreak.
I think we need a lot of international solidarity and we need a lot of commitment by everybody to make sure that we contain the spread of the disease. And the African continent needs to be prepared, and WHO has at the disposal of all African countries for that. And we also need to avoid the stigmatization of people, to have a human rights minded approach to this epidemic. But it is a big concern, and I hope that we will be able to contain it before it becomes a global pandemic.
He is expected to continue with the meetings on the margins of the AU summit. Sophie, Mokoena, SABC News, Addis Ababa, Ethiopia.